Well, this is an interesting question. I mean, this question of how predetermined is reality. You know, if you believe in time travel into the future, it's very hard to believe in that without believing that the future in some sense exists now. And if you're a careful thinker, you realize that that raises some real philosophical problems. In other words, if reality is entirely predetermined, then one of the first casualties of a predetermined universe is the idea of truth. Because in a predetermined universe, you think what you think because you can't think anything else. Well, how can you seek truth without the possibility of error? You can't. I mean, it just means, you know, I believe what I believe because I can't help myself. You believe what you believe because you can't help yourself. And there's no way to approach truth without the possibility of error. Now, it's obvious that much of the world is predetermined. For example, I can tell you, if we got down to it, to the millisecond, when the sun will rise, what time the sunrise will be on a given day a century hence. Now, interestingly, chaos theory teaches us that if you ask me what time will the sun rise on January 1st, 1 million AD, this question cannot be answered because chaotic factors make it impossible even to pre-compute the future orbits of the planets. We don't know where Jupiter will be in 100 million years. We can compute out into the future these simple systems for a few iterations, but not to infinity. Once it was thought that you could do this, but fractals and chaos theory and dynamics have now secured that we don't see as far into time as we thought. I think the way I understand the predetermination thing is what is predetermined in the future is not what will happen, but sort of the levels of novelty and habit that will reside in any given moment, but not the facts of the matter that will secure the truth of that statement. Do you understand what I mean? Here's an example that maybe makes it clearer. By looking at the past, we can say with very high confidence that in the next 12 months, between 6 and 11 people will throw themselves to their death from the Golden Gate Bridge. We will be right in this statement. But now, those 6 to 11 people, are they out there today marked for death and doomed beyond all possibility of redemption? Or has it yet been decided who will fulfill this probabilistic prediction? I say it isn't. There's nobody out there marked for death by throwing themselves off the Golden Gate Bridge. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11 people will do this in the next 12 months. But I could be one of them, or I could not be one of them. A way of thinking of it is that the landscape of the future is set, but how one will march across it, what path one will take to cross it, is not determined. There has to be a degree of freedom in the system, and indeed the news out of chaos theory and dynamics is that over long periods of time, the freedom of the system overwhelms all effort to calculate it forward. And that's why you can't say where Jupiter will be in its orbital path 100 million years in the future.